I've got so much work to do, I felt overwhelmed. Your high school child might say, oh, so did I, because I wasn't sure what to do, and I don't know how I'm going to get finished. But you've opened up another link. You've opened up communication. Hello, it's Mandy. And since our last talk, I was wondering how you're all coping. And today I thought I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a key to structure, because I'm sure many of you are feeling completely overwhelmed. Many people are working from home, which they haven't done before, and you've got to do online teaching. You're not teachers, and suddenly the whole family is there. You've got children running around, you've got children fighting with each other, you may be fighting with your spouse, because everything is overwhelming now. And when something is overwhelming, we need another key. We need a key of structure, a key of putting a routine in place so that we can cope day by day. And the first thing I want you to think about and look at is we need to manage our time. And that gives you back to structure again, because this is what you can control. So by structuring, I mean, so you'll wake up everybody at the same time, not sleeping in late. Structure in terms of having a shower, getting dressed, and having breakfast. And because it's now a family time, you have breakfast together. Because now as a family, you can actually start doing things together. And then you would put in chores for everyone in the family. And a way to do this is have a family meeting and say to them, these are the things that need to be done every day. Who would like to do this? Who would like to wash the dishes? Who would like to take out the bins? Who would like to feed the animals? And by doing it together, you're empowering everybody. So everybody is choosing. So we've got our chores to do, and after chores comes online teaching. And I'm sure a lot of you parents are freaking out. Some schools have sent very structured notes for the children. Some are doing it online where it's a teacher in the class. And some schools just send worksheets. Now, how do you structure that? For the high school children, I think it's more structured. But you're going to have a place where this is now teaching, learning time. And in that place, each one has their own little place where they're working. You could then use this time to do your work if you're working from home. And with the younger children, you may not know how to teach them. But if you can just let them read, just go back to basics. Let them read to them, go back to their early reading books. Let them read that over and over. Talk to them about the books. Go back to spelling so that you're stabilizing their spelling. And maths, go back to the basics. Do the tables, do the bonds. But these are things you can do, so help your children with that. The other things they will catch up with afterwards. But if we've got a good foundation in place, then they'll be okay. And you can take that stress off you, because you're not a teacher. You're a mother. And your children are dealing with stress and emotions too. And they need you. And remember too that although we speak about social isolation, we talk about lockdown. It's not social isolation as such, it's physical isolation. There are ways to still socialize. We've got online platforms. But the physical, the social part, the physical, social, touching, hugging, you do that with your children now, so that they're getting all the hugs and the love and the security. So that is how you structure that. Then it would be a break for lunch, and you'd have lunch together as a family. Chat about what has been going on. You need to share with your children how you're feeling. I've got so much work to do, I felt overwhelmed. Your high school child might say, well, so did I, because I wasn't sure what to do, and I don't know how I'm going to get finished. But you've opened up another link. You've opened up communication. And then, in terms of the structuring, and this, as mothers, you will be more responsible, is that you're eating healthy. And if you're sticking to your 3 meals, you're not eating rubbish food all day or snacking all day. So you're keeping healthy. And the other is exercise. Now that can be difficult depending where you're living, but you can also work around this. Some people might have home gyms. Some people may have an exercise routine. You can walk around your yard. I'm sure every family's got a ball. So the boys and the father can go and kick the ball. They can run around. A skipping rope is wonderful. But you need to be doing something active. All of you, all the time. And if you go onto the TV, on the sports channels, because there's no sports now, they've got lots of recorded online exercising. So that's something else you can do as a family. And then we get to sleep, which is important. Going to sleep at a reasonable time. Sleeping 8 hours at least a day, because that's necessary. The afternoons, as I said, this is a time where you can do exercise or play some sport. That can be your children's time out, when they can go on their electronics or their iPads. Or if you're stuck with homework or how to teach, go onto YouTube. There's some wonderful channels there, and your children can watch that. And this is a medium they love, so they will be learning when they're doing that. And then another very important thing is stay away from negativity. Because if you're speaking to your friends and all they're doing is criticizing and running down and what can we do now, and you're building up a mass hysteria. So you build up your stress and panic again. And then in the evenings, you can all watch a TV program together or start playing games. Find board games, play card games. Because when there's structure, it's not everybody running around wildly. They know what they're doing. They know what's expected. And then you can start enjoying your family and your children. So your key today is structure and organization. Hi, this is Mandy. Just to remind you, this is not psychotherapy. I am just giving you keys to help you through this time. If you need help, please go and see a therapist.